Hi, my name is Maria and I'm from Brazil.
I'm her husband, Paul, and I'm from the US of A. And in this video, we're going to talk about how we met. So please begin.
Okay. I used to work for Brazilian government and Portuguese was my own language. Until close to my 40s, I had no idea that one day I would speak English. However, my biggest and probably impossible dream was to write for cinema. When I was close to my 40s, I was able to win a national cinema contest, and
Wow.
I found out that I had no talent to write scripts.
Huh.
So I started looking for opportunity to write, and then having somebody else to do the scripts for me. And then I came across on cinema contest that I felt like I would be able to do very well, but it was in English, and then the deadline would be 3 months ahead. Then I thought that I would be able to learn English in 3 months.
3 months. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, then I started looking for a way to learn in 3 months. And after 3 months, I kind of was doing well. I was able to understand everything I had. Everything I listen is low speed. But I realized that I would not be able to write grammatically correct story to participate in that contest. So I put off the dream to write for that contest, and then I just focused on learning English. And then still in that process, I was advised to get in contact with people that speak English to practice.
Well, Paulinho wants some attention, so we decided to go for a ride. And we're going to take you along with us, and we'll tell our stories as we're on the road.
Then to practice the conversation, I had to go to chat room, and I got to know people from everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
For me, a person who grew up on farm and used to live in a city with 5,000 people was like getting to know the world for the first time. I was just amazed with that.
Right. And of course, you lived on the farm outside that city too.
So lots of different culture and different kind of family. I fell in love with the multicultural families, where the mom would speak a language and then the father would speak another language and the kid would speak two languages. I just thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then after first, I thought that I could just admire that, but it was too late for me to have that for myself.
Yeah.
But I met another American guy, and I remember he said he had been in several different dating websites looking for the woman of his life, but I met you in a chat room, he said.
Ooh, I'm jealous.
Okay, that was the first time in my life that I heard about dating website. Well, if I heard that before, it didn't get my attention because it didn't mean anything for me before. Well, he wasn't the man of my life, and probably he found out that I wasn't the woman of his life also. But after that, I knew that I could join a website and maybe find the love of my life. So I did. I was looking for somebody a lot older than me and also out of my country.
Really? Check for me.
I had some bad experience, but I learned a lot about it. Finally, I remember coming across your profile. Then I thought you're handsome and very interesting.
Oh,
and then
blushing.
and then I decided to say hi. At first, you just ignore me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Then I remember some day late, the dating website sent me some updates from profile that I had looked. And I saw a very beautiful train layout, and I just said that I love it because I love it. I like miniature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most women don't get really excited about train
But I
layouts.
like
That
it.
was just kind of unusual.
But I just said something because I did not connect the train layout with you. If I had, I would not say anything because I thought that you had no interest in me. So,
Sorry.
yeah, but then when I said that, I got your attention.
Yeah, you did. You certainly did. Well, my story really begins when I was an undergraduate student, and one day I went back to see my maternal grandparents, and I loved them,
Wow.
and it was just an amazing couple, and they so loved each other. So I went back and I saw them at the kitchen table, and they were playing cards. And what really struck me is I saw underneath the table they had their shoes and socks off, and they're playing like toesy, footsie, footsie. And here they were in their like late 70s and early 80s, and just that affectionate love was just so strong. You know, that fire had never died down, and that moment I said, that's what I want for my life. So fast forward about a half a century later, and here I am in my 60s. I'm divorced. Some of my colleagues got me to go on to online dating, and I met some really nice people, but it just never was the right fit. And kind of that dream I had in my heart with my grandparents, I kind of wondered if that would ever happen to me. It seemed like I was like too old for that. So, as was my habit at that time, there was a trail through the woods that I used to walk through. And so I went walking through that trail, and I'd kind of walk and pray and talk out loud and stuff. And I was kind of feeling sorry for myself and bemoaning my fate. And as I was doing that, it was like this, I almost say it's like a voice, like a silent voice that came to me that said, I give you one last chance. And I just was like, wow, it just really struck me. And so I thought about that, and then I thought about the type of person I need to be. So many times when we think about love, we always think about all the traits that somebody else can do for me and all the happiness somebody can bring to me. When I think really kind of a holy love, a sacred love is not about what you can do for me, but what I can do for you. So I began to think about myself, the type of person I really wanted to be. And then the other thing is, well, what do I really want in a woman? And I just thought, I just want someone who has an open heart. That was like number one. And then I said, Lord, I just, things just haven't gone the way that I had hoped or ever conceived of in my life. And you know me better than I know me. And Lord, if there's one last chance, I want that woman you have for me. I don't care where in the world she is. I don't care if she's in the South Pole or
in Brazil.
Oh, yeah, especially Brazil. But I don't care where, but I don't care skin color, ethnicity, nothing. If that's the person for me, Lord, that's what I want to follow. So the next day, I had gone off of the online dating. I got back on online dating, and poof, here's this black woman from Brazil saying hi, and from where in Brazil, it's like, oh my gosh, I couldn't even find it. I Googled the name of the place.
Because it's a very small city.
It's small. I Googled end of the world, and boom, it was right next to it, And so I'm so sorry, but the first thing I did was like, no way. I don't even speak Portuguese, for Pete's sakes. No way that this could work out. So I just kind of, didn't do anything with that profile of yours that came up. And then a few days later, I kind of went back on the site, and then I saw another thing from you. It was about the train layout, and
then decide to talk.
And then as you began to talk about yourself, I saw that you were so open, and you just built so much trust. you know, in the
Yeah,
the
I try to be very transparent.
Yeah, you were very.
Because I was trying to find somebody in another country, and then I thought that
Yeah.
person's gonna have to travel far away to see me,
Yeah.
and so I better be myself. It's not fair that somebody come from so far away and then find another person, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I so appreciated that, and so then we emailed. You told me about WhatsApp. I didn't even know what that was. It was
Yeah.
like WhatsApp. What's WhatsApp? You know?
Yeah, then we start talking every single day, video call, and
Oh yeah, and just wow! I just was like, well, Lord, this is really something else. And so I got a visa and decided to go to Sao Paulo. My kids and friends thought this guy is really crazy. And yeah, I'm kind of crazy. I was crazy
Yeah.
about you, and
yeah. Then when
Yeah.
we get to know each other in person, we really love each other.
oh
and,
yeah, we just really hit it off. I met you in the baggage claim of the Sao Paulo International Airport, and I just had this sense of
I have seen you before.
I'm meeting an old friend here.
Yeah.
I'm meeting
I
an
felt the
old
same. I
friend.
remember felt the same.
Yeah, it's just like I knew you. And then as we began to spend some time together in Sao Paulo, it was just like a surreal feeling of, it's like I've known you all my
Yeah.
life. Like
Yeah,
grew
we
up
had
with you all my life.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was amazing how, like,
Yeah.
even growing up in so different countries, so different reality, we still had lots of things in common. Yeah.
Amen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
decide to marry.
Yeah.
So I think that's
Yeah.
our story.
Yeah, that is. Thank God.
Thank you very much for watching, Giz, and please consider to subscribe to this channel. We really appreciate your support and hope to see you again here very soon.
Don't forget